E-Tron 94 and we are in the new Audi RS Q E-Tron is what they've called it. Pretty cool. It does look quite smart, but it's a weird look. I like the front. I'm not a fan of the back end. That's just personal preference. So it's cool. I believe this is like a Dakar type car from what it looks like. Pretty cool. Interior wise, it looks like this, fully stripped out, and it's clearly fully electric by the looks of it. But the weird thing is, it has an exhaust, so very confusing. But we're gonna get into it because there's no customization really. You can't change the colour. You can do visual parts, but all you can change is the wheels. That is all. But who's gonna change them from the Audi wheels really? And you can do some vanities. So we're gonna choose some tyres, but we want to stick to the off-road style. So anything of that type of tyre will do. But what tyre do we go with specifically? Maybe these, because they'll work on it. So we'll go with them. And we could do some smokes, red tyre smoke. You're not allowed to do nitro, even though you can see the exhaust on the right hand side there, below the bumper. Future is an attitude is what it says on that bumper. Very interesting. Underglows, so we can do underglows. We could do the blinking red to match, why not? And you can do window tints, which we may as well. And that's about it. We can do rumble and tumble, not that it's going to make a difference. Can't do rooftops because we already have that massive induction, I guess we'd call it. And you can do the interior stuff. So we're going to find the little race man that you get for completing all of the events. Well, no, it's completing one specific one. I think it's the second one. But you know, if you're doing two of them, you might as well do them all. So there we go for visual customization. Not much you can do, but it is what it is. Upgrades. So performance, we start off with nearly 400 brake horsepower. Pretty cool, but this car does weigh a ton. So let's stick on all our parts. I think we should just about have enough. Yes, we do. And that gives us up to 841. But as you can see, it weighs 4,630 pounds. So it weighs a lot. So we're going to get into it. It's clearly four-wheel drive. So let's just take a look. I'm already in it, so I don't need to click drive. But we're going to take it for the drive here because they added a brand new rally raid event, and I think it's a pretty cool event. I'm not a big fan of rally raids, but this one's allowed in rally raids, so we're going to set it custom and we'll set it to maybe dirty driving, and then we'll keep it as sunrise like so, and difficulty of 3 of course. Now let's get into it. It's a pretty cool looking car. It looks unique is what I would say, and it's new. So on Wednesday everyone gets access to it, but if you don't obviously if you want it earlier you have to have the year 2 pass, unfortunately, but that's the way they've handed it out. When I first done this on the actual playlist, I drove off the edge there as well, so I actually spun out on the when I was doing the playlist. But we're going to be able to get it done and see where we can go. But obviously there's a fair few shortcuts you can take on this track, but it's interesting because it's not a hard track, but this car does like to slip around a little bit, so it's an interesting car to handle. Going all the way off for this jump. That is a massive jump, isn't it? You'd have no suspension left if you'd done that. But it doesn't handle too bad, and it feels quite nippy. I guess that's because of the acceleration, but it does kind of lack in the top speed department, so there's that. But it's an interesting car actually. I do enjoy it. But I just wish we could change colour because I don't care to see that massive Audi thing. And I mean, the car's kind of growing on me a little bit. I didn't like it when I first seen it, but now it's kind of unique. Very cool concept, and handling wise, it's not too bad. You can obviously get used to it. It feels very light though for how much it weighs. I feel like you're best off taking that on the left, because yeah, I reckon you can go faster as you go going left. You can obviously take the routes that you feel necessary, but I'm not going for any good times here. We're just enjoying the ride, enjoying the journey, and just enjoying the car, because it's new, and I'll just, you know, it's a cool car for a video. I just think it looks very unique. Obviously you can see how the body rolls, and it does feel very heavy, but you expect that from the weight. And it's interesting because it feels heavy and light at the same time, which is a very strange combination to say. I always hit that rock, I just wish it wasn't there. There's the back end kicking out, couldn't seem to control it. It's not very comfortable on the rock surface, but obviously if you get used to the way it is, and obviously have a better performing drive than I do, then you might get somewhere. But I'm not the best on this game, and I don't claim to be the best on this game. And obviously you can tell that by my driving here, but this clearly does need a pro tune if I was ever to be successful in using it. But there we go, not too bad. Cool car, but no customization really other than vanities. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.